fight against a multitude of military situations today. With the U.S. military's 123-bed PLA exercise range, the PLA fires for intermediate-range ballistic missiles in quick succession. The military confrontation between China and the U.S. has once again become a topic of discussion for many netizens. Since the 1990s, the naval and air confrontation between China and the United States has also lasted for 30 years. On 3 occasions, China and the United States almost fell into the abyss of war. In 1994, the U.S. military failed to notify China, sending the Kitty Hawk aircraft carrier strike group select a row along the border of China's territorial sea and meeting China's No. 403 anti-maritime nuclear submarine. The U.S. Army took off directly and returned to its position. The original location of Scout Product 403, this one for submarines, is very dangerous. That means the U.S. military's next step could be to launch a 403 anti-submarine attack. The court can only enjoy the Qingdao base players when paying the money. Mold not only relentlessly provoked. FA considered this as a good opportunity to gather intelligence on China's nuclear submarines. 3 other destroyers against many 403 cervical spine hulls illegally entered China's territorial waters at the same time. The Chinese Navy immediately dispatched 2 J-82s. 2 Turkish resources facing warnings of the Chinese military. The U.S. military has not yet withdrawn from China's territorial waters. Instead, they submitted 2 applications to block 10 times. Deadlock situation at sea. Conflict is imminent. J-82 even turned on the fire control radar to lock the target before that situation. The People's Liberation Army will not hesitate to fight the U.S. aircraft carrier formation withdraws from China's territorial waters, and this is just the Sino-American Sea, the beginning of the air-sea battle. After 2 years, a larger-scale maritime confrontation took place. 1996. Deterring Taiwan independence, the PLA decided to hold large-scale military exercises in the Taiwan Strait. Cheering for Taiwan Independence Force, the United States sent the USS Independence aircraft carrier strike group to fly over the waters north of the strait. The situation suddenly became tense. The U.S. military then dispatched the USS Cheney-Mitz aircraft carrier strike group to the vicinity of the Taiwan Strait. U.S. military intervention in China's internal affairs. The volume of Chinese paintings is outlined in red as long as foreign forces intervene or invade and Taiwan declares independence. Anyone will activate the People's Liberation Army against Taiwan. Faced with China's combat readiness, the then U.S. Secretary of State jumped out and claimed these warships just observe the trend of the Taiwan Strait to calm down and help when needed. With the hearts of Americans, the Taiwan Strait crisis gradually subsided. With China's status as a maritime power, its ability to maintain maritime power is also getting stronger. The South China Sea, a disputed area, has become a flashpoint in the confrontation between China and the United States. 2016 feed for the Forum of South China Sea arbitration initiated by the Philippines. The United States sent 2 aircraft carrier battle groups, boasting that they sailed to the South China Sea. As the U.S. military continued testing, China sent a brief message. July 5 to 11. PLA will conduct military exercises in the waters of the Paracel Islands, south of Hainan Island. 3 naval fleets best for generals sitting on the command line of 100 warships in the East Sea. Deployment of AI's Type 094 nuclear submarine, the killer's Dongfeng 21D aircraft carrier, yoga fitness on a firm position, and 2 U.S. military aircraft carriers, ready for battle. Fleet Commander Harris even asked at one point to be ready to fight tonight. Any slight turbulence would cause a big wave. Yesterday was after days of confrontation, the last U.S. aircraft carrier evacuated from the South China Sea. This is the end to the deadliest military confrontation since the Cold War and until the end of 2016. CCTV only says this vaguely. 2016 Nanhai factory clouds of war missile ship player our Navy. The formation is not afraid of U.S. power, away from some missiles, an important step forward in the development of hypersonic missiles. The video ends here.